Every time I go to the server to find every friend in the house wants to see me tonight. With a little shutdown, I feel it just right. All I wanna do is see a beautiful sunlight.
Hello people, it's Poet, and we are back on TimeShot after a long time away. It's been absolutely crazy, and in fact I recorded this episode, or I recorded a TimeShot episode I should say, yesterday, but unfortunately I don't know what happened. I've been playing around with my mic and stuff, and I guess because I was playing around with my mic, it just, oh, that eerie music is throwing me off. Listen to it. Oh, that piano note. Okay, anyway. I was playing around with my mic, and because I was doing that, it didn't record the sound, so that's like an hour-long recording, because you know how long these ones can get, the TimeShot episodes? An hour-long recording, where I listened back and all of a sudden my mic wasn't working, so I think I've gotten it all sorted out now. I didn't even do this in the last episode, so it's not like you're missing anything. I connected my portal. And when I did the coordinates, I found out that it's through here, down here, down here. I haven't finished, obviously. That's my idea for it. Putting little gold blocks like that. But I haven't finished it. How did this guy get down here? Eh? Oh, he might have walked through my portal, I guess. But anyway, I connected this, and it goes all the way down in this weird zigzaggy shape. So I would actually be better off making the portal up there, more around where Two Girls With Minecraft's portal is, and theirs should actually be where mine is, so I'm thinking of maybe asking them to switch. Might be the solution. In the meantime, this does work. It should work. Hope it works. Work, please. Thank you. So this works. Me and Code were actually over at MK's, I think it's MK's, little castle place down just over here, and they had a portal up and running, and it connects to mine for some reason. Like, they haven't properly connected it in the Nether yet, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I'm probably going to be moving my portal anyway, so really we just want to get the portals and stuff kind of done as much as we can before we get the world download up. Is this? Yeah, that's okay. Seems loud to me today. It's like suddenly my headphones start to work. But yeah, we just want to get the portals kind of finished because we're going to be doing a world download. I'm not sure if you've heard about this yet. I think Liam's tweeted about it briefly, and I think Code talked about it in one of his episodes, and it's around. But we will be doing a world download once every couple months. Oh, look at me. I'm still in my Code's ambush. Hashtag. Oops. I keep doing that because this is a very temporary look to my little farm. I'm going to be building a much bigger farm eventually, but obviously this is just kind of so that I survived over here. But yeah, here we go. Hashtag Code's ambush. The funny thing is that when I'm like playing on Hypixel and stuff, I'm still in this skin, and people see me and they're like, "Hey, Poet, I want to get a screenshot," and it ends up that they're just getting a screenshot with me in my Code's outfit, which is okay. That's fine. It's still me, but I find that kind of just a little bit funny. So let's see. How many potatoes did I end up with? A whole stack of raw potatoes. Might as well just fill the rest of this place, I guess. Might as well. I'm hungry. I'm eating potatoes before I plant them. Don't you belch. Let's see. I also talked about this in my last episode. Is that this is a very temporary looking road sort of thing. I don't like how it just kind of goes down like this. It looks like I placed it there, and that's something that I don't want. If anything, I don't want this to look like this. I want this to maybe what I should do is like curve it down and then curve it down again. Do kind of like a little S shape in the road. It'd be a lot of work, but at least it would look a little bit more natural than this. I plan on doing the entrance to my little kingdom, if that's what you can call it, right over here, which is why I kind of started it over here. And you can come in, you can enter into the kingdom. The walls will come out to around here. You come on in. Let me get this stuff on, actually. And Sky Does Minecraft fan helmet. Throw it out. You come into the little castle area, and I want it to be able to, like, you flow down. Yeah, it would be cool if it curved a little bit like that. Yeah. Straight down like this, it won't work. It just won't work. It's not natural enough. I want to be able to go down a pathway, and then you're home. This is still obviously work in progress. I'm not sure if I want to keep it this kind of look, kind of like it was on the old Red Cube server, where we would have lots of little tiny patches like this, and then little half slabs and stairs and stuff. And I don't know if I'll keep it this way. Maybe I want it to look really nice and crisp and proper and stuff, but the way the building looks, I would almost think that it would look better with that kind of road. So we shall see. Nothing cooking, huh? Let's see what else. Code also gave me this Silk Touch pick. It's a really awesome Silk Touch pick, and he forced me to record some kind of a video where I basically acknowledged that I now owe him a favor of some kind. I don't know. I tried to give him an ingot. He would not take it. I tried to give him an apple. He would not take it. I tried to give him that Sky Does Minecraft fan helmet. He would not take it. So he wants a favor. I don't know what he's going to want, but I can tell you for a fact that it's going to be interesting. I think it's building up to something. I don't know what. I'm going to start tearing this down. Actually, starting from here, I guess. Oops. Tearing down the wrong parts. Guess I should start by tearing down the cobbly parts and the mossy cobbly parts. There we go. And then the rest of it I can just dig up. Okay, so it's been a while since I recorded, and I guess the reason, some of you do know, some of you don't know. I was surprised actually at how many people found it surprising. I kind of let it slip in a live stream, and people kind of went crazy. But yeah, Neo was actually visiting me for a couple weeks, which was a lot of fun. And I mean, that of course, like I said, in the live stream world, obviously created a huge amount of like, oh my god, what's happening? But to be honest with you guys, like, here's the thing. As little privacy as a YouTuber can get, I think we all appreciate it when we have it. And things like that, I guess we're just private. So if you didn't know about it, it's not like we were hiding anything. It's not like we're hiding anything now. But my private life is my private life, and it's called that for a reason, because it's private. So try to keep it as private as possible, just to be like, you know, think about yourself. Think about yourself if you'd want the world to know. Some people want the world to know, some people don't. It's just the way that it is. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, she was here for 2 weeks. We had a lot of fun. She's now gone back home, and I am muchly sad because of it. Because yeah, it was really, really nice having someone to record with. We did a bit of recording together, and just even to spend time with, go to a movie with, go to have dinner with, and things like that. It was really nice. And something that I don't get a lot of. I don't get out of the house too much. You know, I work out of home, and I don't have a whole huge amount of real life friends. That's not a secret. And not really because I'm not popular guy. I guess by definition I would be not a popular guy, but it's not that I couldn't get friends, it's just that I don't have any, because it's just the way that things worked out, I guess. I don't make enough time for friends, I don't go out of my way to find friends, and I value the friends that I have online probably a lot more than, you know, your average person would. And this is something that I was trying to explain to my mother, and this relates to Nia as well in a way. Just in my relationship with her, is that, like, it's not that I don't find online friendships to be something phony, and that's kind of I guess a new mentality, but it's one that I've held quite a long time, and it's not always the case. Okay, you can't just meet someone in the chat room and then it's like, oh, I know him, he's my real friend. That's not the case. There are even people right here on the TimeShot server who I would not really consider friends. You know, I don't talk to them regularly. I don't go out of my way to talk to them regularly, and it's not because I don't like them. It's just, you know, we're not friends yet. Maybe we will be one day, maybe not. But the friends that I do have online, the ones that I would really consider friends, and not just people on TimeShot, but people anywhere, is, you know, there's a difference. There's a difference between someone you just met online and someone who you could consider a friend. Although you might not have ever met them, someone you could consider a friend. Now, like I said, this is kind of a new way of thinking, I think. I think a new way of thinking? Yeah. People tend to not agree that those are real friends for some reason. Now, you could have a pen pal back in the old days, and that would be a friend, really, in a way. But not really a real friend. What defines a real friend? Someone who you know, who you can see. But, you know, these days with technology, you can see these friends. You can see them on webcam. You can see them basically in person if you go to conventions and things like that. So what makes them, you know, real or not real? Or, you know, it's just such a difficult thing to even figure out. Where was I even going with all of this? The point is, actually, let me tell you. Let me take an aside and tell you about this conversation that I had with my mom. My mom is she's a how can I say this lightly? She has an old way of thinking. I'm not saying she's old. I'm saying she has an old way of thinking. Okay, Mom, you're not old. Don't worry. If she knew that I said that, if she ever watches it, she'd kill me. She has this thing about her age, and anyway, I digress. I'm saying more than I need to. We had this conversation. We were having coffee one day. Had a conversation about meeting friends and having friends and being popular and that kind of stuff. And I basically said, you know, I don't really need to go out because I've got friends who are all online. And that's kind of a very geeky way of thinking too, but it's kind of what I said, and I meant it. You know, I've got a lot of friends who I would really consider genuine, true friends, and I've met them online, and I only know them online, and it's funny to think that way. My mother could not accept that. She could not fathom that. She would not believe that. She would not buy that. And like I was saying, you know, you can't say that about everyone, but I think there comes a time when you've met someone online, when they kind of cross that imaginary bridge between online friend and real friend. And I guess I've crossed that with a few people, but anyway. I was going back on track and then I lost where I was even talking about again. I don't know. Point of the matter is, I don't have a whole lot of friends. So it was nice that Nia was here, and we actually got to do some real friendish kind of stuff, you know? And, you know, as for the rumors and stuff that are flying around, of course, because of that, you know, they are what they are. The rumors are what they are. You know, if I wanted to talk about my personal life and tell you the truth and tell you openly what's going on. Well, maybe that'll happen. But, you know, it's kind of this thing that it's none of your business type of thing, I guess. But that's the way that it is. So, not to start any other rumors, of course, but that is the way that it is. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? It's been so long since I recorded, and I recorded that one time that didn't work out, so I got to try to remember what I already talked about. Let's see, my water situation. Let me see, I talked about that for a long time in one of the episodes, one of the last episodes, is that I had no water. I don't think I updated you guys since, but it took 8 days for them to fix the water pipes, the frozen water pipes here. And 8 days without water was just the most horrible. I would not wish that on anybody. It was so bad. It's just so bad. So here's what happened. 8 days go by. I had no water. I finally get it back. They came out. They thawed the pipes with this big machine, and I had water again. And just such an enjoyable feeling to have water again. Well, what happened next I was not prepared for. Here I knew that Nia was coming over. Obviously I knew she was coming over. And the day before she gets here, the water pipes in my house freeze a second time. What can you do? What can you do in that situation? I wanted to play a good host, you know? This is obviously someone I care about. I don't want it to be, you know, the worst experience that she's ever had. Because I can tell you for a fact, it was the worst experience I ever had, not having that water. And, the frozen pipe thing happened again, and she was like, oh, that's okay, you know, we're gonna pretend like we're camping. She was a really good spirit about it, but obviously I was really, really distraught about it. I was pretty upset. The frozen water pipes happened again. So I called them up, and they said it wouldn't be an 8-day wait this time. It would be more like a 15-day wait. 12 to 15 days. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of my coffee before it gets cold. It's actually still pretty hot. Ooh, it's strong, though. Waha! Woo! Anyway. They told me it would be a 15-day wait. So I basically, the thing is that in that time, it had become basically a citywide problem. I think they said 6,000 people today are at risk of frozen pipes, and there were like 700 people on the waiting list who did have frozen pipes. It was something crazy like that. Let's see, what do I want? I want cobblestone, I want more of that. I want gravel, need more. Gravel. But here I was. I went for dinner. You know, I basically, you know what? Nia calmed me down. She said, "Don't worry, it'll be fine. I don't mind it. We'll stay at a hotel if we have to. It won't be bad. It'll be fine." And that calmed me down. But what happened next? I went for coffee with my mother and my brother. Which was the first time we've done that in years. And it was nice. That was nice. We went to a little restaurant, French restaurant, for some petit déjeuner, and it was nice. That's all I can say. It's nice. What happened is I got a phone call. And the phone call basically says, "Hey, can you be at your house in an hour?" I was like, "Yeah, I can. Who are you?" But no, it was the city thawing service. They had a new device, an experimental something or other that they were going to try on my house, which is amazing. Like, what? Why do I deserve that? There's a 700 person long waiting list. I didn't want special treatment. I still don't want special treatment. But they were giving me special treatment, and if they were just giving it to me like that, I wasn't going to be in a position where I'm going to say no. You know, yeah, I'd rather wait 12 days, unfortunately. You know, even though it's kind of selfish for me to say, like, well, someone else, there was 800 other people or so on the list, and some people with small children and things, and I got it first because I was the one who complained. Because like I was kind of trying to say is that it had become a citywide problem, and I had complained. I had complained to the mayor. I had complained to my city councilor for my area of the city. I had complained to the secretary of the councilor. I had complained to the head engineer at the water and waste department. I had complained to the guy who actually runs the department for the water and waste in the city for the thawing of the frozen pipes. I had talked to two of the engineers who were thawing the pipes personally. I had talked to the news organizations. I had talked to the papers. I had talked to everybody. Anybody who would listen about my problem with the frozen pipes, it was such a problem. I wanted the world to hear it. I let everybody know it. And because of that, I think, I mean, that's what it has to be, right? Because of that, I got special treatment. It seems like, I hate that I got special treatment for that. I just wanted to rant. But at the same time, was really, really happy that I got my water back in a day. It took a day. They came out with this experimental thing. They put it on my pipes for like an hour, and ta-da! It was working again. Oh, that's not what I want. What do I want? I want bones. I want bones. There we go. We got bones. Make some bone meal. Should actually cook up these potatoes while they're sitting there. Speaking of bone meal. So yeah, that got taken care of. Just wanted to update you guys on that. Thank you all to the people who were sending me support through Twitter and so on, and in the comments and stuff about like, yeah, take care, poet. Hopefully you make it. That kind of stuff. Really cheered me up as well. So thank you all. Let's see, what else? I guess something that I wanted to talk about was... oh yeah, wait. When Nia was here, I'll get back on that for a second. When she was here, we also got the chance to play some collaborative games. Surgeon Simulator, so much fun. Just so much fun to play. Where she controlled the keyboard, the grabbing motion, and I controlled the mouse, the movement of the arms. If you haven't seen it yet, go and watch it. But that's, of course, if you're into a little bit of a gory experience. You know, you can see the whole virtual blood and stuff and guts. And it's all for fun. It's all, like, completely, entirely for funnies. But some people can still be sensitive to that kind of thing. Let's cook this up right now, actually. There we go. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. If you're okay with the whole virtual blood type of thing, because it was a lot of fun. We had a bit of a mic problem when we recorded it because we were trying to figure out like how to record two headsets at the same time, and I don't know, it was a weird setup. But then we also recorded Gone Home. It's a virtual walking simulator, as some people kind of poke fun at what it is. But it's a really, really fun game where you basically explore a world and try to solve the mystery of what happened to your family while you were gone for a year. So that's kind of the other thing that we did, and also a lot of fun. It was started out as a very scary game, so there were a lot of little screams, and we were both jumping at points, and it was, what can I say, just total fun. So go check those out if you haven't. What else? Okay, the next thing I want to talk about was a completely different topic altogether. And that is basically advertisements. It's a weird... Why am I even talking about advertisements? But there's definitely a reason why I wanted to talk about advertisements. And it was because of this news report that I saw today on the news. I'm going to maybe go move my portal. Move my portal! I got to break this one first, right? Yeah. Well, no, because I want to move through it. I'll figure it out. There we go. Now this is the one that I break, right? Hey, give me that back. Gotta watch my step because this is like down to nothing right there. Anyway, there was this news report, like on the TV news, not in the newspaper or anything like that, not online news. And it was talking about how celebrities, like, where do these news organizations? Let me start with this. Where do these organizations find the people who are doing the reporting for them, coming up with these stories? Are they living in a past that where everything is 1992? Like, you try to get a story together about how the story was about how nowadays it's not the celebrities who sell products, it's bloggers who sell products. This was the art. This is what she was talking about. Bloggers. Let me tell you something. Funny thing about it is that blogging itself is almost a thing of the past, if you ask me. I mean, who the heck writes a blog these days? You can communicate so much better through video, like I'm doing right now. This is practically a vlog right now. A vlog, as like Fabe would call it. Fabe, I love you, but you're German. No, I'm kidding. I love Germany too. Nothing bad about it. Why am I opening my mouth sometimes? I don't know. But the thing is, blogging itself is pretty old school. And to think that that's the story is like that celebrities don't matter anymore. It's the people who make blogs. Give me a break. But that was their story, as funny as it sounds. And the story was about how advertisers really aren't getting through to people. And that people skip ads. People, they don't watch ads. They need a way to avoid the ads, you know, if anything. And yeah, that's true. It's very true. You are correct. People don't like ads. People will skip ads. I know for a fact that a lot of you guys skip the ads on my videos, despite that being my only source of income. I don't hold it against you. I mean, if that's your choice, then that's your choice. It's probably a bad choice, considering what I just said, but still, a lot of people skip ads. And people, especially on television, skip ads or mute ads, or I know personally, the radio is the worst for ads. I always do the channel changing thing. It's a bad habit of mine, but I do the channel changing thing when there's an advertisement on, and I don't think I'll change in that sense. I'll always be the type to change the channel when a commercial comes on or a radio ad comes on. I'll change the radio station because I just can't stand the fluff. And it's not like, whoa, 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 ho. Did you guys see that? Oh, that's where it came from. Boy, you gotta be careful in this place. But it's not that the ads don't matter, you know? It's that... No, wait, that is why. It is that the ads don't matter. I'm not... What I mean to say is, it's not that I don't care about the ads, necessarily. The advertisements in general. It's that I don't care about the content of the ads. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Hey, getting confused here as to how many of those I need. Yeah, like that. But what I'm trying to say is, if they had commercials on the radio for things that I care about, I might not switch the channel so readily, you know? Oh, man. Oh, I do have flint and steel. Good. I like this second, actually. do I? I have to go in. I have to break my thing in the overworld. I'll be right back. No, I'm not. I'm not leaving or anything. I'm just gonna be right back to the Nether in a moment. But advertisements always bothered me because they give me advertisements and take up time, take out my enjoyment from the episode I'm watching or whatever it is, by basically showing me things I really don't care about. Like, the nice thing about YouTube, and a reason why you shouldn't skip the ads and you should click on them and be nice and all that kind of stuff, is because they're non-invasive. Very, very much so. Non-invasive. In that you can watch an ad and skip an ad at the beginning of a video and then not have to worry about it later on unless someone actually goes and sets that setting personally. Okay. So now I have to go and... Did I break the one? Did I break the one in the Nether? Now I can't remember. I can't remember. I'm gonna go check. But yeah, the fact that you get to see the ad at the beginning and then close out of it, skip it, you know, that kind of thing it just makes it so much more enjoyable an experience, because then you can get to my video here, watch my video, and not be invaded every 15 minutes by another 15 minutes of commercials. And that's the thing, is that commercials last so long, and the whole time I just don't care. Another good thing about the YouTube ads is that sometimes, because of the way that they hijack your life and know what you're doing at all times, they show you ads that kind of matter to you. They show you video game ads. They show you ads on kind of an important thing. Sometimes. Most times probably not. I know that. It's not really good system, but more often than not they'll show me an ad for a video game or something that's coming out, and I'm kind of interested to watch it. So there's that. And they tend to be short too, the ads. 30-second ads, and then you're done with it. As opposed to 15 minutes of ads, you know? And where was I going with all of this? Well, basically, just kind of mocking this news story that's talking about how bloggers writing about their opinions of a restaurant matter so much more. Whoops, I'm going down the old tunnel. Not where I wanted to be. But bloggers' opinions matter so much more than the advertisements that you see on TV, because people actually pay attention to what other people say, and if they like their content, then they'll really enjoy them talking about a product, and that's where the real product placement goes, and blah blah blah. And I mean, the whole time I was kind of just scratching my head like, yes, and you know, what's your point? What is your point? This is common knowledge to every single person. I can guarantee you, everybody watching this right now, you're watching this online, this is not new information. This is not like out of this world. Oh my god, you mean people online can influence people to buy things? Like, this is, why is this even on the news? That's why I wanted to mock this person on the CBC News, Canadian Broadcasting News. Mock them about it. It was just so bad. Such a bad article. Just not an article, but such a bad story. Like, get out of 1992. And bloggers really don't matter. It's the people on video more than anything that matter. Absolutely. And I'm not saying that because I'm biased. I mean, how often are you looking for a product? The first thing you do is go on YouTube and listen to someone's review of the product. Especially the case with technology. So that's kind of just the way that it is, you know? YouTubers make a living off of game review. Those two words. You look up any of the top million subscriber YouTubers out there, chances are half of their videos have the words game review or game walkthrough or some combination of the two in the title of the videos. That's how they make their livings, is off of these game reviews. Positive reviews on video games are humongous. Game companies will actually pay you in a way to have these positive reviews. Now, personally, I've never ever been paid to do a review of anything. But that's not to say that I haven't accepted alpha keys and things of that nature. Alpha access to video games and what they call press passes to video games. Because that gives me a little bit of an edge, personally. It gives me a personal benefit, gives them a personal benefit because they have someone reviewing and giving a positive outlook on their game. And, you know, it's a win-win kind of thing, I suppose. Do I want it to look like that, or do I want it to be like... Yeah. Yes, I do. I'm gonna just wall this off. Like so. Light this up. There we go. Now I'll go through my other portal here. Back home. And light the portal in my property. But here's the thing about the advertisements. There are those out there who have come to realize that yes, it is the vloggers out there, or the bloggers out there, for those living in 1992, that matter. It is the people like me, and like your favorite YouTuber, and like your favorite person that you read about online, just chatting about a restaurant, just chatting about a product. If I tell you guys, hey, the best headphones that I've ever had are the Sennheiser PC360s, which absolutely is true. Hand me my bag of money right now, please. Yeah, right. But if I tell you that, that has value. As funny as it sounds, I don't think it has value, but the companies that sell the headphones probably do. And there are those who have come to realize that that's the case. There we go. There we go. Does it work both ways? Yep, I'm home. Alright. It's now the arduous task of digging up what I laid down over there and basically switching this to be my place instead of Two Girls One Minecraft. Poet. Done. Poet. Done. And that's just for the ease of not having to have a massive nether tunnel. And if they build theirs here, fair trade, they can just build it and not have to use this giant zigzagging piece of crap. Oh, this is going to be so difficult to dig up because, yeah, I might even just have to abandon all of this stone. See what I can get, if any of it. Some of it. I'm gonna lose so many of these steps. But there are others in the gaming community who do pay for reviews, and that to me is kind of where I draw the line of honest review versus paid review. Because I can tell you for a fact, that if a guy gets paid to do a review, it will not be an honest review. Now you can say that, well, so-and-so is always honest because they're amazing and they're awesome and they'd never lie to me. But I can tell you for a fact, like I said, for a fact, if I was the game company, I wouldn't pay you if you gave me a bad review. And I would make sure that it was part of the deal that we wrote up before you even did the review. It would be part of the deal to give me a good review. And I've seen this firsthand. Like I said, I haven't done reviews personally. I can tell you guys till the cows come home how I like Diet Pepsi Lime, but Pepsi will never in a million years pay me for that opinion. But there have been, in the form of Minecraft servers, actually, quite a bit. This is a very common thing these days. Is Minecraft servers, PvP servers, and servers for all kinds of different mini games and things like that, who actually approach me and they'll say, "Hey, Poet! Hey, you! With the subscribers! We got a deal for you. Come onto our server and we'll pay you if you do a positive review." This is what they'll always say. And it bothers me. It bothers me so much. I have actually tore strips off of people. Probably has no effect, of course, because I'm not a very menacing person. But I have verbally ridiculed people for asking me to do that kind of thing. Because I don't sell out that way. If I don't like a product... Oh. Wow, what are the chances of that? If I don't like a product, I want to be open to completely slam that product. Like, as much as I like Diet Pepsi Lime, the Diet Throwback or Diet Retro or whatever Diet Next, the Pepsi that has the real sugar, it tastes like terrible. That's what it tastes like. I'll be honest with you guys about things like that. And that's what I like being, is honest and being me and having an opinion that wasn't paid for, that I wasn't told to give you. Now, one of the people on that, the news story, going back to the TV news story about bloggers and stuff, they interviewed a blogger, apparently a popular blogger who gets like 6 million views somehow to their blog, their personal blog, if you can believe that stat, every month or something like that. And they told the news reporters flat out, like, "Oh, I like having my opinion and giving my honest opinion, and people appreciate that it's my honest opinion. And if I went to your restaurant and I don't like it, well, then I just won't mention it." But then you're not giving your opinion. You're hiding your opinion. If you don't like something and you just refuse to do the thing, the promo for it, is that what you're saying? Does that make any sense? That's not right either. It's just not right either. Because you should be able to have a positive or negative opinion, and it shouldn't be limited to who's paid you for your opinion. You know, that's the thing. And that's the thing that really bothered me about that. One of the things that bothered me about that whole news report as well, is that she was basically she was admitting that she was getting paid to do positive reviews for companies, and that there was nothing wrong with that, and everything was fine with that, and blah blah blah. And I just couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand to listen to it. Run back this way for a second. I know that it looks like I'm pacing, but I'm actually trying to figure out what the design that I had before versus what I want now, and do I want to maybe do it like this, like Liam has, with the stairs and the stuff like he has. It's kind of a cool system. I like it. I got some stairs on me, stacking 17. I got lots of this stuff as well. Think about it here. I would have to dig all of this up, essentially, which I can do. I would actually have to dig up 4 wide, believe it or not, which I can do as well. Oh no! Oh crap! Oh boy! Get out of there. So anyway, yeah, some minigame servers or Minecraft servers in general have come to me and have said, "Hey Poet, we see that you have 60,000 or so subscribers. Will you do a video, a positive video about your server experience on our server, and we'll pay you. And they've offered me as much as like $100. One server offered me like $300, and I said, no, stop it, get lost. And I've told this to other YouTubers, and it kind of shames me to imagine that they'd have a different opinion. But hey, everybody's welcome to their own opinion. We've talked about that before, where I've told people how I've turned it down, and they've basically said, are you crazy? This is your bread and butter. You can't turn down things like that. You have to accept things like that. And still, in my mind, no, absolutely not. Never in a million years would I be okay with that. And let's see, make it 5 as well, I guess. And the thing is that I've argued with some of these people, because I'll say, like, absolutely not. That's ridiculous to ask me that. And then they'll reply and say, well, come on, so-and-so is doing it. And they'll mention some other big YouTuber that's done videos for them in the past. And I'm blown away by the amount of YouTubers that they mention, but I've even had people saying, well, we paid Sky Does Minecraft $5,000 for one the other day. And it's like, honestly, it's his choice. It's his choice whether or not he wants to do a review for you guys or not. Some people have no problems selling themselves like that, their opinions like that. But I have more integrity than that. That's what I'm trying to get at, I suppose. Is that integrity matters. It really does. And some people seem to have a problem where they just cannot accept that. That integrity matters. It's too bad. Because that opens the door to news organizations, not news organizations, but organizations selling themselves positive reviews. You know, if I play it on your server and I absolutely hate it, that's that. I hate your server. I will probably post comments about it. I will probably be upset about it. And that's what you guys should expect. You know, that's kind of the thing. Is you want a good product. You want a product to do well. Oh, let me tell you a secret. And this is also to the people who are still living in the 90s and people who still, even to this day, living in the modern age, don't seem to grasp. Is that if you want a product to do well, make a good product. That seems like such an obvious thing to say. But so often we are sold crap. We are sold stuff on the news. We are sold stuff in advertisements, in commercials, on the radio. And we're sold stuff by the people who we even love and appreciate. Those YouTubers, those bloggers, those people who you wouldn't think would have that kind of a review. We are sold stuff by them. And the honest truth of the matter is, if the product was good in the first place, it would sell itself. And I mean, that seems like such an obvious thing, like I said, to actually believe that a product could sell itself if it was good, but that's why indie games largely are as good as they are, is because they're genuinely good. If an indie game isn't good, it won't go far, and people won't play it, and people won't like it. We don't play Minecraft because it's been heavily advertised. I have never in my life seen a Minecraft advertisement. You know, think about that. How did I learn about Minecraft? How did you learn about Minecraft? I learned by seeing other people on YouTube playing it, by my brother coming to me and telling me his honest opinion that, hey, this is kind of a cool game. Look at these things. You can get killed by zombies. And, you know, that opened my eyes. Like, just seeing it firsthand and enjoying the way that it looked. That's what sold me on it. Not some schmuck on TV telling me how great it was. Not some guy, even on YouTube, telling me how great it was. I saw for myself how great it was. And played it accordingly. So that's kind of my rant for the episode, was just about how I just wanted to mock that news report about, having bloggers give their opinions as more valuable than paying for advertisements, and like, give me a break. Even that's passé. I mean, to be honest with you, I won't buy a product that I see an advertisement on, and I think people are very smart. People are smarter than you let on to believe. If someone doesn't like a product, they'll be smart to the fact that, hey, how come everybody's saying this is great when really it's pretty crappy? So, at the end of the day, I guess all that I can say for some advice on that is, don't believe everything you hear, especially on YouTube and things like that, from the people you just really care about and refer to and get reviews from and opinions from and things like that. Sometimes they're paid to give you those opinions, and that's so crappy. That's very crummy. What can I say? What can I say about that? What advice can I give about that, apart from just seeing is believing? Advertisements don't really work on anybody. Give them an advertisement that works. You know how? By just genuinely making a good product that speaks for itself. Minecraft speaks for itself. Me standing here talking, I talked for a huge amount of time. I barely scratched the surface of what you could do, but you guys have stayed through this whole video because of this Minecraft playing and stuff, and it speaks for itself. It doesn't need me to say that it's good. You guys know that it's good. So, yeah, that's that, I guess. Does selling your server to me work? It probably would give you quite a few people of exposure, especially if you sell it to a huge YouTuber like Name Drop that I did before. But at the end of the day, if they don't like what's there, they're still not going to stay there. So what's it worth? What's it all worth? I think I'm going to end the episode there, though. Hopefully this one has my audio, at least. We talked about so much. But thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And do all those other awesome things that you people do. The hockey game's on. My coffee's now pretty cold. So we'll be seeing ya. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.